Another thing that happens in online dating that always cracks me up is when old men message me and try to convince me that they're young. As I'm 34 and I already think that's old. So I'm looking at these men, I'm like, how you gonna do this? But man, they really try. This one guy messaged and he's like, hey, I'm just this fun-loving young guy. And I look at his profile and it says, Andrew, 51. 51? Okay, fine. 51 is not that old. But it's not young. Like, I don't know how he's defining young in this case. Like, are you comparing yourself to a 120-year-old person? Because then, okay, fine. Compared to a 120-year-old person, you're young. But that doesn't make you young as a fact. It just makes you young because you have compared yourself to a very, very old person. Anyway, another guy messaged. He was like, hey, I'm a young 65-year-old. Do you know how the English language works? Those two statements are opposites. Like, you can't be young and 65 years old. Like, I can't be skinny and 300 kilograms. It doesn't make sense. And okay, I know that there are some older people who look young. Google Leroy Brown. He's like 60 something, but he looked like he's 30. But he's black though. Black don't crack. Anyway, back to this young 65-year-old guy. So I go on his profile to see his picture and rambut niya jarang, kulit niya landir. Ain't nothing young about him. And look, I'm gonna be clear here. There's nothing wrong with being old. There's nothing wrong with being old and looking for love online. But what is my mantra, kan? You gotta be real and own it. Like, there isn't a PR agency in the world that is skilled enough to spin young 65-year-old when you look like a wrinkled peanut. But see, like, don't be ashamed of looking like a wrinkled peanut. Because when you own it, you can be confident and go out into the world and be like, hey, who here likes wrinkled peanuts? Somebody does. Seriously, the internet is vast. Some people are into wrinkly peanuts. You just gotta find your people.